I do agree that these guys are probably the second most exciting, maybe could be the most exciting team out of here. They're definitely not the best team or close to it. The Panthers, they've just done a lot of work. I think it's probably the most exciting time that the Carolina Panthers are in, only second to when they had Cam Newton uh, every single year.
Let me
And
go ahead
Hey,
and
so
Jake
throw a
Delhomme took him to a Super Bowl, bro.
let
it
me go
wasn't
ahead and throw
exciting.
out a wild
Jonathan
stat for you
Stewart.
guys here.
It was exciting
Wild
until the Super
stat.
Bowl.
Who won the college football national championship this past year?
The Ohio State Buckeyes.
When were the last two times that Ohio State Buckeyes won the national
Oh,
championship?
get off
He's
your
doing
fucking.
one of these.
You
He's
want to
doing one
talk
of these.
about tin hats right here. Listen to him finish this.
2014 and
Yeah.
2002. What were the last 2 years the Panthers went to the Super Bowl?
2014 and
2003 and
2002.
2015.
Ha 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 ha.
2003, 2015.
The following
Ohio,
year.
the following year, Ohio State wins the college national championship. Panthers make the Super Bowl. They're going to have a fantastic year this year. Bryce Young turned it around a lot at the end of the year last year. They started winning some games after he was benched for Andy Dalton.
The Red Rocket.
The momentum is going
Rifle.
up for the Panthers right now. Their defense was fine last year. Chuba Hubbard was great. Jonathan Brooks is coming back from his ACL injury last year. Everything is looking up for the Panthers. They don't have a tough schedule.
No
Why
one has a
is
tough
Jonathan
schedule in
Brooks,
this division.
Is Jonathan Brooks
bro.
actually going to be back? Like this is like he was coming off of injury coming out of college, and then he like plays one or two games and gets injured again. Like what? Like is he back? Back?
I don't know if he's going to be
Yeah.
back for the full year, but he's definitely coming off the injury. Let's see if he does anything. But guess what? They still have Chuba.
I was gonna say I'm a big fan of Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba has been a fantastic running back. They also signed him to an extension at the end of last year. I
Mhm.
believe it was like 2-3 years for 30 million, something like that. Xavier
They're
Legette. Who else do they get at wide receiver?
He's the he
T-Mac.
can't speak
T-Mac.
English.
Xavier
They brought in
Legette can't
T-Mac.
speak English. What are you saying, bro?
Dude,
He's he
dude.
no. Exact opposite take. He speaks the best form of English. I love
He speaks
listening
my
to him
favorite
talk.
version of English. Sure, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to put a whole lot of weight into Jonathan Brooks. They did bring in Rico Dowdle, so it's going to be running back by committee, and maybe that says more
No, it
about
won't.
Chuba Hubbard than it does about Jonathan Brooks or whatever
They're
his
not going to be running
injury
back by
is.
committee unless Jonathan Brooks is in there.
It's going to be running back by
between those
committee.
two.
Rico Dowdle is going to get quite a bit of playing time.
No, he won't.
Defensively, they
No.
didn't really make that many changes. They brought in former Chief Tershawn Wharton. They did sign who they sign? It was J.C. Horn to the biggest contract cornerback has ever seen until Sauce Gardner. So they put some money in. They've done some rebuild. T-Mac is very exciting at the wide receiver position out there. They also brought in who's that other receiver out of Colorado?
Roseboom?
No, that's a linebacker. They brought in the
You
other.
put it on there like that.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
So
they
there's
brought
a
in
second option after Travis Hunter is
I
what
believe
is
it
what
was
you're referring to?
third option.
Oh damn.
technically. But he's been showing out at rookie practices, and a lot of people are very high on him for this season. Uh, I'll wait to see what happens in the preseason at least, but seems kind of exciting over there at on the offensive side where they haven't had much excitement since Cam Newton.
Bryce Young has some weapons this year, finally.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has the ability. I mean, not the ability. He has people to distribute the ball to this year. I feel like more.
I don't
more
think
than he
his
did
offense
last
is
year.
that much different than what it was last year. They added rookie talent to the wide receiver room. They have the same running back. They didn't change up the offensive line. Like I feel like it's going to be a lot on Bryce Young elevating his gameplay if the Panthers have any sort of success.
Who's the head coach down there?
Jimmy Horn. Sorry,
Jimmy Horn.
that's who it is. Was that
No,
that's the receiver I was talking
But at
about.
the
That's what
same
the head
time,
coach.
Bryce Young, as Sean said, Bryce Young showed promising things towards the end of last season. So
They were in
There's a
almost
chance.
every single
Agreed.
game they were playing. So
Yes. I think that's because they were playing NFC South teams. That's towards the end of the
not
year.
not every
they
not
hung
everybody.
with us.
A lot of teams hung with us. We
Yeah,
make
I
it
was,
exciting until the
yeah.
end.
A lot of teams really didn't want you guys to three-peat and gave you their best last year. So take that with a grain of salt.
It was
I
Jalen
mean, they
Carter's
won
fault.
5 games last year with Bryce.
Did
Big ones at the end of the
are you-
year.
Did like Bryce Young started 5 games and won 5 games, or they just
He
won?
started
He
more
won
than 5.
4.
He just
I know
won
he started
4,
more
I
than
think.
5, but like Andy Dalton didn't win any of those games that he started.
Andy Dalton
Andy
won
won
one
1.
game
Dang, really?
before he
God.
got in the car accident.
That's right. Oh man.
Just to throw this out there, Bryce Young did go 4-8. He out of the last 5 games he started, he did go 4-1.
That's
So
what
he
I'm
went
saying.
oh,
So he
he
ended
went
the year
0
on a
and 7.
heater. He ended the
He
year on a
showed
heater.
promise at the end of the season.
Could two young quarterbacks in this division ended the years on last year on a heater? Is it safe to say that we could possibly be completely wrong here and Carolina and Atlanta end up at the top?
The strength of the schedule wasn't that great for either team at the end of the season. So I think that also needs to be accounted for.
I
But
feel like
it's the
the only
South. None of
chance
the schedules are tough. Come on, like we've been saying this for the last 20 minutes, dude. They don't have tough schedules. I don't think that's an excuse. It's the
I
NFL,
mean,
man.
Tampa Bay just has an overall better team structure, better roster.
Yeah, on
Like
paper, absolutely.
if I think the only hope you have at a different team besides the Bucks winning this division is if with the change in offensive coordinator, like possibly a different system for their offense causes them to not be as productive.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Baker Mayfield is miles away better than every other quarterback in this division.
Yes. Yes.
And
I think
he's got
the
weapons,
Bucks
though,
definitely
as
it's their
well.
division to lose for sure.
For sure.
I agree with that. But I just again, dude, like I
I
wouldn't
think
put
this
it
could be
past
a
the
fun
Bucks to like
division.
fucking blow it against Atlanta or Carolina or even fucking New Orleans. Like I'm pretty sure New Orleans played them tough or like possibly beat
They
them
I
all
once
like
play
last
each
year.
other tough, just like
That's
every
I like
division except for the AFC East.
Mhm.
I like Atlanta's roster way better than Carolina's. So I would lean towards if there was a different another team besides Tampa to win this division, I would lean the Falcons way. But
Which is what drives you to put Carolina to finish third, I assume.
Yes.
exactly. But I
Yeah,
also
same here.
feel like what I
sophomore
saw out
slump
of
for Michael Penix.
I feel like what I saw out of Bryce Young was better than what I saw out of Michael Penix last year. But
I
Bryce
don't
Young
think you
also
can even
has an extra year. But I like
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Bryce Young
is
played way more than Michael Penix Jr. did last year. Way more.
And the year before.
Yeah.
Michael Penix
But
also does have
that's
more
like the main
chemistry.
difference. Like every other aspect outside of that, I'm choosing the Falcons roster over Panthers.
Well, and
You'll be surprised this
Falcons
year.
have more
Yeah.
chemistry within their whole roster, not just from a quarterback perspective, but on the defensive side and just whole team encompassing. Everybody's played with each other longer. The
Yeah.
Panthers do have what seemed like a fairly decent defense towards the end of the year. They picked it up defensively. Offensively, there's not as much chemistry there. Your main weapons are now going to be rookie receivers. Chemistry is not necessarily going to be there. I think definitely Bryce Young played much better towards the end of the season, but they're kind of having to start new. They've also got young coaching staff. Again, exciting. I think that they could do something within the division, maybe second. I think that's going to be a race between them and the Falcons, most definitely. But given how young they are, how little experience they have together, I have to put the Panthers at 3.
I can confidently say I can't name a single person that plays on Carolina's defense. I have no idea who plays for them.
They play like a team. They don't need individuals.
You just
Fucking
said they haven't
right.
been playing together for very long. So
No. Just because you haven't been together very long doesn't mean you can't play as a team.
all right.
What do you
They
mean
still have
all
one-
right?
They still have one of the best offensive linemen or offensive guards, don't they?
Joe Tooney went to the Bears.
I'm talking about Joe Tooney. Talking about other.
Maybe
it was maybe a
the
tackle.
DB from Carolina. He's
JC Horn.
yeah. He's got
You
like
said Jimmy earlier. What the hell are you?
Jimmy and
Jimmy is the
JC.
coach.
JC plays the
I
corner.
know.
Jimmy Horn's the receiver.
Oh, you said he was a coach.
No, I was interrupting your guys' little segment there to say Jimmy Horn was the receiver.
So who the
I was
fuck is the
talking
coach
about.
in Carolina?
Who's the
God damn it!
coach? That's what Tommy was originally asking, and we accepted Jimmy Horn as the
It's like-
answer.
It's like, oh, okay. And in my mind, I was like, wait, what? Goodness
Head coach
gracious.
is Dave Canales.
Mm,
Ekim
Sure.
Ikwanu.
Oh, you're
That's
talking
a
about Ekim.
That guy.
Ekim's
Yeah,
good.
Ekim.
Former offensive coordinator for the Bucks prior to Duval guy, the Liam Cohen.
interesting. So Sean, are you going to put Carolina at second then as well?
I'm gonna go ahead and put him at 1.
Whoa!
Okay. I thought my Bijan Robinson take was going to be the worst of the day.
Hot
Holy
take, baby.
God.
It's the South. Who cares?
So you knew the take was bad.
We'll see.
Talking to me?
He was too stunned to speak.
No, I had to just kind of ride that one out. I had to die on that hill for sure. Yeah. The stats definitely. I was like, damn, I should not have said that.
He said, "Damn."
Hand up. I'll take accountability for that one. Sure. That was the whiskey talking. But yeah, I think Carolina probably finished the second. I just because I think the difference between Carolina and Atlanta this year is probably 2 drives of the season. Like literally 2 drives. And with that, that could literally be anybody. So